thomasfellows73@gmail.com. So check this out, you guys. You're not going to believe this. I mean, you'll probably believe it. Denver Police Department. Denver Police Department. The sergeant just got arrested February 22nd, I think, for internet luring of a child. So Denver sergeant, been to our catches, I'm sure, knows about us. So they put him on administrative leave, paid administrative leave, up until he got charged yesterday. So now he's done. He cannot be an officer. His stipulations, they dropped it to misdemeanors, right? His stipulation is he cannot be an officer in Denver County. Fucking believe that shit? I mean, I'm sure he's not going to be an officer anywhere. Thank you, Raina. Thank you for the 10. And his stipulation is he cannot be a cop in Denver County. So what happened was, he went online, he found a girl that said she was 17. Check this out. This is the police doing this. However, during their conversation, she said, "Can I be honest with you? I'm only 15. He set up a meeting to meet behind the Lakewood Park in Lakewood, Colorado. He changed his name, blocked her, and then changed his name on there. Got arrested. They found him, got arrested. And he said that he went a little overboard. He got caught up in the moment. Sometimes I think, oh, is that why y'all don't like us rocking and rolling in the Denver County area? Just kidding. Most of the Denver police are good. Denver police, you guys. Yeah, the cops are running a sting. Yeah, but they were. If you read the police report, it says that the girl said she was 17. It didn't say on the app. She told him she was 17. Later in conversation, told him she was 15 or 14. I thought it was 15, but it could be 14. If you guys could drop the Cash App, please. You guys, check this out. I'll check it in a second. Ready? You ready? Get him, Tom. Oh, it doesn't take a lot to get me smiling, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it. Woo. Do you carry self-defense, like pepper spray and more? We always have pepper spray. We always have and more. I was watching you while I was in Walmart the other day in New York. An older lady asked me if I could put your channel in her phone. That is awesome. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Get him, Tom. Oh, I love it. I love it. I want a whole pack. I know. Maybe I can find out where they're at, you guys, and we can get some of those. You guys are rocking this morning. It's only 8 minutes. 8 minutes into it. We got 214 likes and a bunch of 10s and 5s. Nice big, Tommy. Yeah, no. And you guys, I'm really trying to get off that talk. So it's people I don't even know. I've learned YouTube. I have learned the internet. I have learned becoming a small face on YouTube, right? People don't like it. They're haters, and they will either ride with you until you don't, take care of them, and then they'll go, or they'll just hate on you from the start and keep on going. So it is what it is. But I don't know them. They're probably good people in real life. Shout out to them. When people say bad publicity is any publicity is good, we've never gone backwards, right? So it is what it is. We're growing, we're doing well, we're getting our catches, and when I focus on catches and not them, we do much better. So let's just keep it that way. If you guys see stuff, that's cool. You can defend me if you want. I would suggest just ignoring it because they'll attack you. I don't like talking to these guys, right? And once we get it out, so the more you talk, you guys, the more you talk, the worse it is for court, right? And I will tell you guys, leading them into questions, leading them will get the case thrown out. There's several catchers that do longer catches that I've seen that it'll get thrown out, but they still got the chat logs, so they're good. Like, to me, the longer the catch is, you're going to make more donations, right? And it's really, believe it or not, that's not what this is about. Tommy makes $229,000 a year. That's not what it's about. So I like to get in, find out what they're doing, and get out. Not only that, it's hard because we don't know when to call the police, because are they going to show? Are they not going to show? They're going to take a while. They're not going to take a while. Sometimes you call and they're boom right there. Sometimes you call and they're boom right there. What color is your Lambo? Which one? We like our interviews to be held up in court. We do. We haven't caught a female yet. You know what I want to do again, you guys? I want to start printing out a pedo chat to read out. Well, we caught Roni. I'm talking about a biological born as female. What I've learned is officers are not trained to deal with crazy to me. They should be trained in doing that. That's a crime. They should be arrested on the spot. See, a lot of times these cops will tell us like, well, if you go and we leave, they're going to destroy the evidence. Correct. Why don't they charge them for a crime with probable cause that they have? A lot of times they will tell them, take them to jail, and then file for warrants for their devices. But I will tell you, even on the cases that we're working really well with the detectives, they're not filing warrants to go get their other devices. So they're arresting and doing what they're doing for us because of them, however you want to say it. But bottom line is they're definitely not sticking them like they would if they got caught. A lot of things like I'm really working on. I think in this last 2 years, I've grown as a person huge. Just by even the trolls and trying to like just ignore shit. Now in real life, like people don't bother me. It's like whatever, just be friendly to people and sometimes kill them with kindness. I think I've gone a long ways. I know people have noticed. They're like, wow, man, I've really seen a change in you, and I am trying. Catching predators give you the fulfillment of purpose. What would you be doing with it? Does catching predators give you fulfillment and purpose? What would life be like without you doing what you do? If I wasn't doing what I was doing now, I would probably be a pretty relaxed window cleaner. But I'll tell you what, this right here is totally different. Totally different. I make nowhere near enough money, and I absolutely love it. It is fulfilling. I love seeing these people. I've been to Tennessee. I love seeing these people when the cops show up and they start to cry or they get that look in their eyes where you just see their soul leaving, it's like that's what you would have done with the kids. So that little bit right there, as sick as it sounds, it feels good to see them like that. I don't know. You really on Jackass? No, I wasn't on Jackass. So there's a thing, Steve-O. People think I look like Steve-O. I don't know why. But anyways, I get that a lot. Like I told you guys, I got free drinks one night, like loaded up with drinks. And then we caught a guy that to this day believes he was caught by Steve-O from Jackass. I even ask Vanessa a lot. A lot of catches, like you watch them, and if you've seen one, you've seen them all, right? Like sometimes. And I tell Vanessa, I'm like, do you see that with ours? She's like, no. She's like, I know what you're saying, but no. And I feel the same way. Now I'm being biased because it's ours, right? But I think most of our catches, they're different. We're real. Yeah, I mean, for Alex being so young, absolutely. You are correct about that. For being so young, he does well. I could teach him a couple of things, but he does well. Just kidding. Shit. I've learned things off of him. Who I learned the most from was PP Mass. And PP Mass don't like me, and he has every right to be 100% pissed off at me. I got involved in some bullshit, and I wish I didn't. But some people, man, they're good at getting in your head and good at, I fell for some shit. Collected 20 working smartphones for CPP. UPS says they can send 2 at a time. You know what, though, Paige? I'm not telling you to break the rules, but if you just don't tell them their phones, you can do it. Hey, you guys. Please, if you can, again, this will help an amazing person. CPPmerch.com. If every one of you could really quick, as soon as this is over, go order one shirt. Everybody, let's get 770 shirts ordered today. I have so many shirts and so many sweaters and so much CPP merch. The person doing it is doing it for free. She did her taxes and she actually was in the negative as far as because she's giving out merch for us to wear, but she's amazing, knowing that it should work in return. How do I tag CPP in social media when I get my merch delivered? So Paige, thank you. The best way is for par for the course. What's that mean? The best way is to go on CPP on Guild. And then we're gonna make a room for people to put their merch. What's par for the course? I wanna hear about that. What's par for the course? Let's go see who said that. Let's just see. Some Snowcats. What's par for the course, buddy? I didn't get it. I didn't get the comment. What's really sad is so if I'm doing a live, they'll cut shit out and make it sound like I'm a terrible person. Somebody the other day said I'm a pedophile. They said that I was laughing at being sent, or that was on somebody's phone. Do you think I'd have any supporters if I was laughing at that? Like, the reason why, if I did take my GoPro and put it on there, is because so if they erase it, they'll still be charged with it. Like, people don't use their fucking brain. William, just bought a shirt. Thank you so much. I just wanted to know what was par for the course. No, I know. I was trying to see what was par for the course. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Thomas Fellow 73 at gmail.com. 722. We have 769 people in here. crazy too. I have ex decoys that were good decoys that have been up there talking shit. You know, I think people like the attention, and they know if they talk shit about me, they'll get a little bit of attention. Okay, sorry, never mind. Sorry. Par for the course is what you expect to bring. Yeah, no, I get it, Michelle. I was more saying like, what did he mean by par for the course? I know what it means. You know what's sad, you guys? I think that a lot of people go onto those panels because they're bored and they want to be online for something. You know what I mean? And there's no other ones. I bet you they would be on the good ones if there was. But even then, I was thinking about a long time ago doing like a positive, let people on, you know, daily or weekly or whatever. It's just not worth it. Now, what are you going to do? Yesterday, this 2.5-year-old, this, I'm going to get him. I'm just kidding. He's such a good kid. Well, I'm walking by and he opens the window and he says, "Hey, you asshat." And I was like, "What?" He's called me an asshat. Called me an asshat. Caught people that said, "Are you Tommy?" You know? Absolutely. Engagement, no matter what, Marshall, is good. Like, even when the haters, I think that's why the haters don't comment much. Either one, they don't want to get blocked. Two, they don't want to get banned. Or three, they know that it helps. We have. Yeah, oh, Zach, I've dealt with every single department of child CPS. I've dealt with the schools. I've dealt with their doctors. These people are evil. So yeah, they've called every place you can. I've been ordered hundreds of pizzas. And honestly, it only hurts the pizza people because, you know, they don't get a tip. They don't get paid for the pizza. It's sad, but that's what they do, you know, all because I called out we had a decoy that had a girl catch, and he was, you know, getting a bunch of pictures. Well, he fell for her. So we had a decoy fall for a predator. No matter if they're a boy or a girl, they're a predator, and we had a decoy fall for it. So he told everybody in the guild that he had fell for this girl. He was turning them on. So all I did is called him. I'm like, "Listen, man, we can't have that. Like, if you were joking, and I hope to God you were, you can't do that." And then the next day, he was on a panel talking shit about me. The work put in this has been a loss, you know. But I definitely don't want to make money on it. I mean, shit, I got the best merch you could ever possibly think of. All right, you can say that all you like, but truth is, you all delete what you don't agree with, even if it doesn't violate the rules. I personally no use for you, but I like watching Tommy. He does good work. Yeah, we're not going to erase you, buddy. That we've been working on that for a long time, and if you guys noticed, our timeouts have gone down 80%, and they're going to go down more. So just so you guys know, I don't mind if somebody says something I don't agree with. That's cool as long as you're being respectful. You know, I do hope that one. You know, it'd be nice is to get every catching team on a like a some kind of meeting room, every catching team, and talk about how we're going to attack this together instead of against each other. Tommy, you can have over 1 million subs and still not be famous like in the old days of YouTube. That's okay. I get noticed way too much. I get noticed way too much at a 200,000. I could only imagine at 1 million. And I'm not talking about the panel channels, because I think they have no business in the community because they're not catching. All they're doing is their drama. So my dad used to say, to raise a kid, it takes a village, right? And I believe to save our kids, it takes a bigger village, right? So it's sad to me. We should really work together instead of against each other. They're entertaining because how ridiculous their claims are. Tommy leaned off the camera to pick something up. He was definitely snorting. Right, I'm serious. I wish we could get every team on and say, how do we attack? Because we're all hurting by YouTube. You know, we're all hurting by these other channels, you know. But how do we work together to fight this YouTube thing and to help attack the real cause? The real cause, hey, Courtney, is helping the children. That's the real cause. Fuck all this drama bullshit. As catchers, we need to put our egos aside and say, how do we help these kids? How do we get out there? I love this community too, Front Range, and I think we have built a community within the community, right? But I would like to have the community come together, meaning catchers. And maybe the other ones as well, if they can learn how to grow the. If people really cared about kids, they wouldn't like what these channels are doing, because what they're doing is they're trying to stop us from catching. They're trying to stop us from getting arrested. Why? We do this for the kids, and when people try to mess with the kids, that bothers me. I appreciate you. How do we become members? If you guys could, jump on over to Odyssey, and you can become members there. But I love you guys. You guys are amazing. We'll see you in 2 Ahoras. See you guys. Love you. Bye.